Welcome to the Ports Garrison. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Greetings and welcome to the Ports Garrison. I am Phil DePort, your host. If you're joining me for the first time, I thank you. And I implore you to consider subscribing if you like the content. If you're a regular viewer, as always, I thank you. Enough respect, enough manners, and blessings. Now I want to talk about one of my passions, football. See, I'm a man of many passions, but football is undoubtedly at the top, or one of the things at the top of my passions. I watched on the internet the launch of RSA. This is Raymond Anderson's manifesto for his candidacy for the president of the Jamaican Football Federation. And a couple of things struck me, and I thought it fitting that I share my thoughts and my views. Now, I want the football to reach the highest level it can possibly reach. And I think that a change is quite needed, or some changes are needed in the football administration. But I'm not sure if Raymond Anderson is that change. So I watched the presentation. And given aside the lack of articulation, the struggle with words, the counting of words, putting all that aside, I mean, eloquence is one of those things that my leaders must have. But put that aside, I watched it and I heard a couple of things. I heard all the issues with the administration, of which Raymond Anderson has been a vice president for as long as I can remember, from Captain Burrell's day. So all the criticisms he made of the current administration are actually criticisms of himself, because he has been a vice president. And he referred to that. And he tried to excuse it by saying, while he was a part of the team, he was not part of the inner circle decision-making. Hold on. I don't quite get that. And that is on you for not being able to convince people or convince the other your colleagues that you have ideas and thoughts that they should incorporate in the decision-making process. Your track record of decision-making. I didn't hear you speak to the things, I didn't hear him speaking to the things he has achieved. I brought this to the limelight. I spearheaded this project. These are my ideas. I never heard any of those things. I saw a video on the internet recently of him and a few other persons trying to get into a function of the JFF in Montego Bay. He was there saying, I'm a vice president and I have a right. And this is what you should have done to get into that inner circle of decision making. You shouldn't just be sitting on the side thinking, I'm not in the circle, so I can't do anything. That just don't cut it. I've heard him called the builder in the function. And I know he has been president of the St. Mary's Football Federation for a long time. I didn't hear his track record in St. Mary. I didn't hear what he built in St. Mary, what he achieved as a president. I didn't hear any of that. Show me your CV of building. Show me what you achieved in St. Mary. I didn't see that. But, you know, there's one single thing he said that had me more than pulling my dreads out. I couldn't believe when I heard it. I had to listen twice, 3, 4 times. Did he just say that? Take a look and listen at what it is, or what it was, or what it is that perplexed me. Take a look and listen.
Friends, I want to extend and share with you a dream that I have. The Reverend mentioned it, but there we have a dream, and we have long and hard discussion on that dream with my team. So I want to extend the dream that I have. A dream that I have full confidence in achievable. Jamaica is known for a punch way above its weight limit. And we also know that it's facts. Let us not limit ourselves to merely in qualifying for various World Cup. With the talent that abound totally, locally, and diaspora-wise internationally, I dream of ultimate victory at the highest level over the next 2 World Cup cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, this, I must say to you, is not a dream alone. My team, which includes the slate and the extended team, will ensure that this happens. Yes, I dream Jamaica will win the World Cup within the next 2 years. Let me remind you, this is not the typical political promise. This is a promise that my team as a slate will ensure that it's not only a promise, but we will promise you that it will happen.
And now I have to laugh. So for the record, Jamaica is qualified for 1 World Cup finals. 1. There has been over 80 countries that have qualified for the World Cup finals. And of those 80 countries, only 8 countries have won it. And of those 8, only 2 have won it just once. Brazil tops the list with 5, Italy and Germany with 4 each, Argentina with 3, France with 2, England with 1, Spain with 1. Jamaica, he's saying that by 2030, Jamaica will win the World Cup. Not qualify for the World Cup, you know. Win the World Cup. We have only qualified once, and we didn't get out of the group. But we are going to win it in the next 2 cycles. So by 2030, we're going to win the entire thing. Imagine, powerhouse like England, home of the Premier League, one of the founders, the home of football. They have won it once, 57 years ago, and they haven't won it since. But Jamaica is going to get up with no track record of winning. But hey, I did say impossible is nothing. I did say that. So, but I don't know if Mr. Anderson has control of all the factors that would guarantee success. And he said it was a promise, but it's not a typical political promise. It's a promise where they will promise that they will guarantee the promise. But I don't know what kind of promise it is. But basically it's a commitment that Jamaica will win within the next 2 cycles. Now, let's think of Mexico. Powerhouse in the region. Conquer powerhouse. Mexico, I think, has gone to 16 World Cup finals. They didn't qualify for 3. They were banned from 1 and they withdrew from another. 16. They have never won it. The most they have achieved is 2 quarterfinals finish, which is tremendous. But they have never won it. But here comes Jamaica, who struggles again. Our record is nowhere close to Mexico. We're going to win it in the next 2 cycles. Brazil hasn't won it since when? And Brazil is powerhouse. But here comes Jamaica. We're going to win it in the next 2 cycles. I accept that Anderson seems to have a team around him. But he says this vision or this dream or nightmare, whatever it is, is one that is shared with his team. And your team never said, it's a boss, don't go public with this. You've discussed this many times with your team that by 2030 we'll win the World Cup. And your team never said, boss, hold on, make you keep this between yourself. No, you go public with it. It just makes no sense at all. And if this is what we're going to change to, and he could easily win, he could win and become the president. But I shudder to think. Are you going to become the president who is just a pawn and your team will pull your strings and you will just facilitate everything and I can't sit through it. You don't have the track record. You've told us what the administration, which includes you, have been doing wrong all over these years. But yet you're a part of it. You're still a part of it. I hear you, Mom, saying you're a vice president. You're still a part of it. But you can't convince them to listen to the ideas you have. So you have to be in charge before your ideas can become a reality. I don't get it. I'm not convinced. The brethren, Bell, that presented And this is dream. I don't understand why you're there. Why honestly the next man presenting him in dream. But the Virgin Bell should have been the candidate for the presidency. And I support him because him so like him can put him ideas across and him sound like him know why am I about. President never did that. Never not the president could be become the president, but the aspirant never bring out that. He never bring that to me that he had that, you know, it could have sell me a dream. But anyway, it's my views that we need a change. But we can't change for the worse, we have to change for the better. And based on what I am seeing, anybody else? I don't know, anybody else. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Yeah? Let me know. So in the comment section, share your thoughts. Until next time, it's one love, enough manners, and all for respects. Blessings.
Thanks for watching.